In 1963, a civil rights activist had a dream. It was simple and prominent in a world troubled with inequality. All he wanted was for his 4 children to be able to live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That was Martin Luther King. In 1963, this was a radical idea, yet it is one that we struggle to achieve 52 years later. For who can say they've never been treated differently for their beliefs, their ideas, and their values? Like the great Martin Luther King, I dream of a world where equality is experienced by everyone, regardless of race or religion. Every day for hundreds of years, people have been discriminated against for being who they are, for being different, for being proud of their own identity. Yet we live in a society that finds the notion of continued discrimination hard to accept. So allow me to take you back to the Stone Age, before our phones were too big to fit in our hands and 4G internet connectivity. 1st of January 2009, Oscar Grant died because of a mistake made in Fruitvale Station. Officer Johann Mercel mistakenly took his taser for his gun, resulting in Oscar's death. 5 years later, Eric Garner was placed in a chokehold, resulting in his death by Officer Daniel Pantaleo. Footage of Eric Garner's last moments were captured. Shows him attempting to say that he was unable to breathe. Another mistake, another innocent life lost. The thing with these cases is they're not singularities. This discrimination and brutality happens every day, and so frequent we don't find it disturbing anymore. Check the news tomorrow, next week. I'm pretty sure you'll find someone being prosecuted or discriminated against unfairly. Because you see, color is not the line between the good and the bad. Color gives life a diverse meaning and makes the world a better place. I can't imagine a world full of people looking like me. My mom would probably hate it. So if we forget about each other's skin color, I'm pretty sure we'll live in a better world than we are living right now. So what I need everyone to do now is close your eyes. Yeah, there we go. I want you to imagine waking up to birds whistling. I want you to imagine going outside, looking at the blue sky as a cool breeze blows through your hair. Then I want you to imagine sitting on the grass. And while you're sitting on the grass, you're surrounded by flowers, and it fills the air with this beautiful aroma. But then suddenly, that whistling turns into a loud, harsh sound. The sky turns grey, and then you're thrown viciously into a scent of people suffering from poverty and illnesses. They have a violent look in their eyes. They hold a sense of rage and anger within them. They turn into wild animals, just trying to survive in the wilderness. This is the situation we live in now. We forgot the meaning of peace. We live in a world where there's still war, racism, and poverty. It's not a pretty picture, but this is what people face in Palestine. So what I'm trying to say is I hope for world peace, and I know I sound like a beauty pageant contestant, and I do have the looks for it, but on a serious note, who wishes for world peace? Just raise your hand. So that's everyone in the room. So then why do we always hope and wish and not achieve world peace? I think personally it's because we forgot what being human's all about. As one person aptly put it, an apple fell and Newton discovered the laws of gravity. Hundreds of bombs fell in Gaza and no one discovered the laws of humanity. People died needlessly, and we're still hesitant to take action, show compassion and care. We spend a lot of time remembering those who died, those who sacrificed their lives for our country, those whose lives were cut needlessly short. Recently, we remembered those who were victims of the Holocaust. So surely, through this act of remembrance and reflection, we should learn a few things. And shouldn't those things be that the death of innocent children is not all right? Because in 2014 in Palestine, 2,200 people died. 495 of them were children. These children robbed of a dignified life, of a future, all because of war. Palestinians have no air force, they have no army. So it's not a war that's taking place, it's genocide. So you must be thinking I'm throwing all these facts at you about how humanity failed. But really, a 17-year-old should be telling you that killing innocent people is wrong, and that racially motivated attacks is disturbing at the highest level. You see, being a Sikh with a turban can be difficult. People can be racist, but you turn the other cheek. After 9/11, people will call you a suicide bomber or a terrorist. But you'd ignore it. The stereotypical image of a terrorist would be a person with brown skin, maybe wearing clothing perceived as foreign, like a turban or a burqa. Why are these physical remarks related to terrorism. Because to some, it's not the person who killed 168 people in the Oklahoma bombing in 1995, but the average person walking down the street with brown skin. My hope is simple, and I hope we learn from Martin Luther King and his ideas. I dream of a place where discrimination won't take place, and I hope it is soon. Before I go, I just want you to look at this quote. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Thank you very much for listening.